Mwanya mnyenda tukul. Bai tu kabisa kwa kwa nye chuo nye. Masa chi kipta ya. Masa chi Mungu. Mata chi ni chuo bana chi. Baba waktu kipta ya amma jaka ga musimia. Rai. Kai ger ga sinyon me Jehova kari ya nemye. Kiko ni ndoro na te kipta ya kiko ni ko lostuni. Kongo mungu ngal igana bu chi kipta ya Jehova kwanda. Ngate ndemburi kipta ya Jehova kwanda au wote na bauni. Kongo mungu igera ni chi kuri baba nyu. Haba sa kanisa nange mwa kwa basta yenyota. Karibu kabisa musimia. Basta nyoto yigire mana ni. Ni kitu mwenye bigo. Lakini mie chuo bana kwa imongura ne aga kipta ya karibu. Cheso na kipta ya de nyo. Cha jogoro ni. So tore tege che tukul age bai to tukul ako mnyage to tukul kongo gara ki ruogi akki ga tukul ko to kin rubuno wala kwana kongo ko bero ta karab kri gunda it so ga wonji kri ju baraine kongo ga bisa ngo bero ko ko ni yonate ba yu ko ne ta ga mo mushimi tukul ko uno ne ta kabisa lazima lenyu ke ba tumi ga ga le king ke si se mi ga ko ga on kal ni lai tore ta gitu ka tong lai so ga chuo ko mushimi kabisa ita ka tengla agengla ka sa ba shiung dugul ko karara kabisa chawo liba musubete aya wana sibie na mo chuo ko ngoi imbetu tabraine ka wa inemye kiyo kina ja tul chuo ko ngoi amun ka ko kwat ka simyon ilos no kapta ya ni chuo wa tu batu kanya chen ilos yo ipo isit nemi otherwise asante sana Mungu awabariki.
Aya chuma nana wai Pastor Samuel kwa mafoto tata wakati tu yo.
Ngoi kangala ngale keje mushimia. Ingo beru Jehova. Tom gegere tuke uchu ni kana sana.
Ke mwage le kimache boisioni ko itano ground. Bottom ke mekenjo ele kito une boisioni kono. Mwe metamne osoya. Ananenyi. Ando ofisi nyune ofisi ke mwage le kimache ko tulinde. Iwe ya kufanya ya manufaa katika wanafunzi wetu. Otherwise tunashukuru sana. Asante.
Amachakini ko kawe something good. Iko kongo iko mama niko kinyo ketaki engai. Kile God is good.
So otherwise go be
location.
And we want to tell LSK that one of the core things that this constitution provides for every Kenyan is transparency and integrity in all institutions. It doesn't mean that the government is only the executive. The government is also the legislature, and the government is the judiciary. If there is rot in the judiciary, we must speak as a nation and tell ourselves that this rot must be dealt with. So we are going to deal with corruption in the judiciary, we are going to deal with corruption in the executive, and we will make sure that we talk about the corruption also in the legislature, so that the nation may be able to know that we want transparency in the things that, that are being done. When LSK tells us that you cannot talk about the judiciary, what are they saying? Are lawyers confirming to us that we don't want to deal with corruption in the judiciary? Or are they saying that we cannot deal with corruption in the judiciary because they are beneficiaries of corruption? We want to make sure that this country remains clean, and we, the MPs of the Kenya Kwanza, and those who support the plan that was instituted by the president, we want to say as follows, that LSK be made aware that we are going to talk about corruption, whether it is within the judiciary or the executive, and even the corruption in the villages, or even corruption in our schools. We will talk about them because we want our schools and our institutions to do the best thing to serve the people. Who doesn't know, for sure, who doesn't know that corruption is one of the main things that we are dealing with? So we want to come out clean, that we support the president in his endeavor to make sure that our legal framework and those people who stand on behalf of others to make decisions, that they make decisions that are just, that are legal, and that are constitutional, so that we may live as a people who obey the law and people who are controlled and we are under the law of the country. To that extent, we support the president in his programs to fight corruption, in his programs to implement the plan, in his program to lift the people of Kenya from bottom up, so that this program of the bottom-up economic model transforms this nation. We support the government in the transformation of our health sector. We support the government also in the question of building of houses, the housing program, the social program, and we anticipate that even our Bureti sub-county is going to receive funds to build houses so that our people may get jobs. We build the markets so that our people may get jobs, and Mama Mboga get a good place to be able to carry out their businesses. We are also supporting, and number two, as we talk about the finance bill and everything else, we are aware that the opposition has gone to court. But we know that this finance bill is the other part of financing government projects. In this community where we are standing today, there is no electricity. And we are looking upon the government to make sure that they provide electricity to the people, and it's only through the taxes that we pay. And that's why we are supporting the government of Kenya Kwanza, that this finance bill must be implemented in full. We know that it is tough, but we know the impact that this will cause in developing our country, in developing our nation, and making us a respectable country among the nations and among the nations of the world. That we have had development going to the